Okay, welcome back. So I know in the last video I said we would have a look at trying to fill in the sine, cos and tan of the 90 column, but this is going to be a quick interlude because often in maths you just want to pick up on certain things that crop up. I mentioned earlier that anything as a zero and anything zero, if you divide like anything into zero, you get 0. So I just wanted to prove this to you now. Just it all builds mathematical confidence, so that when next time someone presents that, you can understand and feel confident what's going on. So let's illustrate this. Imagine I had 24 divided by 7. Okay, we can do that. Okay, 7, 4, and 21. No, we can't do that. Oh dear. Let's just do something really simple. 15 times 5. 15 times 5. 3. Okay? But what if we did, speaking of a colour, what if we did 0 times 5? Well, it's better if I do this. So we know it's 3. But how about we call it a letter A for the time being and work out that, so if we were going to do 15 equals A times 5. Okay, this is going back to rearranging equations. You need to be able to know that if you times 5 by both sides, you'll end up with A times 5. So if we try and compare that to 0 divided by 5 and say that there's an A there, it's just right. So let's do the same thing. So 0 equals A times 5. Now, if we have a look, if we just analyze this, for A times 5 to equal 0, then that A must be 0. And I'll explicitly show you, because if you put in any number, if you put a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4, so 5 times 1 will give you 5, so it can't be that. 5 times 2 will give you 10, 5 times 3 will give you 15, and so on and so forth. The only number that we can equal 0 is if we have a 0 here. So if we just write that out explicitly for you, so that means that A must equal 0. 5 times 0 equals 0, and that should be enough to explain to you that any number divided into 0 equals 0. So if we take, let's try it. Let's try 0 into 120. Okay, and with the same sort of, and we'll call that A, and we'll take it over. So 0 equals A times 120, and what is 120 times something, A, to equal 0? What can give us 0? Well, only 0, right? So 120 times 0, so A must be 0, which is why, let's just do it. 0 times 120 equals 0. And I hope that explains, that sort of proves to you. I mean, the only thing that the less experienced of mathematicians might not quite grasp is the fact that you can times, that we're rearranging the equation, okay? And you might want to have a look at some of the algebra videos to find out how you can take the 5 over to there. It's not random, it's not magic, it's just mathematical logic. So let's have a look. Sum up 15 equals 8 times 5. That was to prove to you that what's going on because clearly 15 times 5, we can just put that equals 3, right? But obviously with if you look at, so this was just to illustrate the same process. This was with numbers, and this was with numbers also, but with a 0. So it's just to illustrate that, why anything divided into 0 is 0. So that was a little side step. We will go on to do the all the sine, cos, and tan 90 in the next video. Cheers. See you then.